India and Australia have reaffirmed their growing defence partnership, with Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Defence Minister Richard Marles saying the two countries have never been more strategically aligned. He also highlighted the growing defence cooperation between the two countries, including a new information sharing arrangement and stronger military engagement. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh welcomed the progress in bilateral ties, saying defence engagements have increased significantly since the inaugural Defence Ministers' Dialogue in Australia in October 2025. He said the annual dialogue would help review progress and chart the course for future cooperation.
Namaskar. It is a pleasure to meet you on your delegation. And also, I would like to thank you for taking the time out to come here for the Defence Minister Dialogue. Before I proceed ahead, I would like to congratulate your government from the recent key defence leadership appointments given that of the first woman defence secretary and the first female RBG. I would also like to congratulate your government on the recently completed 2026 National Defence Strategy and the 2026 Integrated Investment Program. During the discussion today, I look forward to hearing your insights on deep policy document and on the potential opportunities for approach in India-Australia defence relations. I fondly recall our last meeting in October 2025 in Australia during the inaugural India-Australia Defence Minister Dialogue. And I would like to take this opportunity once again thank you and your team for the very warm hospitality extended to us during my visit last year. I would also like to thank the Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Anthony Albanese for a very kindly discussion with me and my team during my visit. I am intrigued to know the establishment of the Inward Defence Minister Dialogue. We had witnessed an increase in our defence engagements, with many promising milestones in defence having been achieved since October 2025. On the note, I wish to state that this vision empowers to me to once every year in an important step toward reviewing the progress of our defence relations and to chart the way for the next few years. I hope to have a fruitful discussion today. Now I ask you for your initial remarks. Check with you.
Excellency, it is such a thrill, a pleasure to be back here. Gideon and Kelly to be here with you. I feel very honored that with you and I, under our respective leaderships of our defence establishments, we have elevated the defence relationship between Australia and India to one where we now have an annual base minister style. It was so good to host you, Canberra, last year in October, and it is good to the inaugural business dialogue. It's wonderful to be able to be back here in Delhi to do its second annual ministers dress minister style. And it speaks to the closeness in the relationship. We hit an information sharing arrangement, which we signed in October of last year at our inaugural Defence Minister style, as one example, we see a whole lot of progress in relation to how that arrangement has made good place. We're doing more in exercises. We're certainly doing more in the maritime domain, and we'll speak about that. We'll begin our standard meeting today. But what you're seeing across, we're doing more in defence industry, but across the board, you're seeing a real growth in the relationship between us at a defence level, which fits into a broader growth in the relationship and a whole bilateral as between Australia. We have never been more strategically aligned, and that alignment is underpinned by deep trust. I think in the history of the bilateral relationship between Australia and India right now, we're a high ball apart. When I was here last year was the morning after the final of India Premier League, as it is, of course, this morning. Last night, as we saw a year ago, we saw RCB triumph. But I like the fact that Garrett Coley was 75 pot out as the man of the match, but alongside him was Josh Hazlewood and Jim David. So there was very much an Australian-India bilateral theme at play last night as RCB won the IPL, and that is emblematic, I think, of the relationship between our two countries. I very much look forward to families debate. Yeah, thank you.